So one day, aka yesterday, I was scrolling through YouTube as one does, and I come across this video that's called I Replaced the Avatar Editor with the one from 2016. Basically, it turns out that if you open your package contents in the Roblox app and you go to extra content and places, there's something that's called mobile.rblx. Something like that. If you open that, you can actually see the place that has your avatar editor. It's in a Roblox game. And it has the new one, and it also has the old one. So what he did was he put the old one where the new one is now. So I was thinking, since you can just change the avatar editor, why don't I just make my own avatar editor? So I decided to make a custom avatar editor. Also, I'm sick, so ignore the fact that I sound like a little boy. So for this avatar editor background, originally I was thinking of kind of sticking to how the old one used to look like, with sort of a closet or a room, because that would make sense. Like you're trying on clothes, you're gonna be in a room with clothes. But then I was like, that's like low-key boring. So I was like, what if I do like some type of mystical forest? So then I was thinking maybe I would incorporate the like closet aspect into the forest, either have like clothes like racks floating or just have them sitting there. But then I was like, that would look kind of weird, so I decided to just do a forest, like a cool mystical nature background, which I know doesn't like fit with like editing your avatar, but I thought it would look cool. Like it would look better than the ugly gray one we currently have. I'm pretty sure I just said like 20 times. Anyway, so this whole build is basically just free models, because I don't know how to make realistic stuff in Roblox Studio. I don't have that kind of skill set. If I could like do it with clay and then somehow like just plant it in Studio, that would be better, but nah, I can't do that. So I just took a bunch of free models and put them together. And the way I was doing this to make a new background is I was basically lining this whole build up with the old one so that it would be in the same spot to hopefully work, to hopefully show up when you open the avatar editor in the Roblox app. I replaced the base plate from the other one with my own that has a grass texture and just aligned it so that it would reach the back wall that the gray one has. The vision for this that I thought of at 1:30 a.m. when I should have been sleeping was that there would be a waterfall and then there would be a big willow tree. And some of the ideas I had to try and incorporate clothes was, I was thinking maybe there would be clothes hanging off the willow tree, because that would make the most sense to combine the two, but it would look kind of weird. I was thinking of having clothes racks and shelves floating kind of like that one place in Vecna's mind where like his house is like split into pieces floating. I thought that would look cool, but it wouldn't really fit. It would like take up too much space and look kind of weird. And then I was thinking, I could just have them sitting there, but that would also be kind of ugly. So I just ditched all those ideas. But now I'm adding some flowers. These are pretty cool flowers. They were kind of annoying to use because they're all like angled differently and don't really sit on the base plate. They all kind of float above it, because if you try to connect the top one to the base plate, then there's a whole bunch under it. So that's kind of annoying, but I was just moving these flowers around so I could cover this whole thing and make it not look like a 2D grass walk. I also stole a waterfall. Well, I didn't steal it. People made it and uploaded it for free, but I put a waterfall and willow tree. I altered the waterfall a bit because there was like a million boulders, so I like deleted half of them. This whole thing's gonna be pretty laggy. Like, it was pretty laggy making this, and it'll be laggy in the Roblox app, but I don't even use the desktop app anyway, and I don't use the avatar editor. This is just like cool to look at sometimes when I feel like it. I added some grass bushes. I was originally gonna try to add grass everywhere, but I decided not to because it would look kind of weird. It was sort of chunky, but it looked good on its own if there was just a bit. I added some fireflies, which are just some moving particles, so it's not too laggy, but then I also added butterflies that are supposed to move, because I thought that would be pretty cool if they would move in the avatar editor. Like, imagine looking at the avatar editor and there's just butterflies flying around. So I added some of those. And I forgot to mention in the beginning, I changed the skybox from the plain gray to a night sky, so the background would be like a starry sky. And then since it would be kind of weird if you just see sky in the background, I tried to add mountains in the background using the waterfall by just like deleting the waterfall and just moving the boulders around. It was a real struggle because the way it's built, if you rotate or move it, it doesn't rotate or move on a straight axis. You have to do it diagonally. And there's so many parts in the model that's just so hard to find each thing. It was kind of a struggle, but it worked out in the end. So, yeah. I had a lot of complications with the map, so if you decide to do this, I would recommend making it a box or a room so that you don't really have like a background, you don't see the sky. The easiest thing to do would just be sort of follow what the old avatar editor, the one that's in a closet room, follow like that idea and make yours in a room or a box so that you don't see anything in the background, because you'll see why later, but it'll make your life a lot easier. I finished the model and renamed it to Avatar Scene New because that's what the guy in the video did. And I renamed the old Avatar Scene New to Ugly because that's what it is. I moved the model into replicated storage and tested it out in the Roblox app. And I broke the app. After messing around with it, I learned that you have to take all of the parts that are in the old one and put them into the same folder that your model is in, and then just make them all transparent. Otherwise, it doesn't know that that model is supposed to be the avatar editor, so it just won't work and it'll break the app. This is what the model looks like. This is me just looking around at its beauty because it does not look as good in the avatar editor. This is what it looks like. As you can see, there's some problems with it. There's this whole gray thing as if there's freaking like fog everywhere. Like in San Francisco, there's a gray background like the old sky box. So I went back to the editor and I moved the base plate down, which fixed the base plate, but the sky box was still gray. So it turns out that for some reason you can change the skybox, but it'll still automatically set it back to that gray one. So I had to put a part in the back and add a detail, or not a detail, a decal with, why did I sound weird saying decal. Wait, decal. Wait, what the hell? I added a part in the back with a decal of the night sky to make the background. Although the part looks weird for some reason, they made it yellow in Studio. I don't think I have a recording of what it looks like in Studio, but it doesn't look like how the skybox looks like. The part just has this yellow hue and I couldn't fix it. And so it looks still kind of gray in the avatar editor. This is the final avatar editor. I'm stuck in the ground, which to fix that I moved the base plate down to match the base plate of the old avatar editor, but for some reason it didn't work, and it doesn't look perfect. You can't see the waterfall really. It looks way better in Studio, and I could mess around with it more and make it look perfect, but there is a chance I'll get banned for messing with the Roblox files, and I've already messed with the Roblox files 12 times, so if I do get banned, I would rather it not be permanent. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. The butterflies, some of them kind of have seizures, some of them are frozen, and then other ones fly in the very beginning, but then stop flying. I don't really know what's up with that. But it's cool for the very beginning when they fly. Anyway, it's not perfect, but I like it a lot better than the other avatar editor, and I'm never even gonna use the avatar editor anyway. Obviously it's impractical because you can't see your legs, but this is the first time I've ever used the desktop Roblox app for anything, and also anytime I actually am trying on different clothes, I would do it in the avatar editor Roblox game, whatever it's called. So it doesn't even matter that it covers my legs. Anyways, I'm not going to see this background all that much, but I think it's cool. I like it. It was fun to do, and it looks better in Studio. It's too bad that it looks weird in the avatar editor, but I think it's a big step up from that gray void weird thing. Also, I saved the model that I made for the avatar editor because once Roblox updates, I'm assuming that this is just going to go back to the old one. So I saved it so I don't lose everything. I'm not going to switch it back to this one once Roblox updates because, you know, I'm not going to be seeing it anyway. But this was fun to do. If you want to do this yourself, I recommend looking at the other guy's video. I'll have it in the description because it's a bit easier to see what you're actually supposed to do. But yeah, that's it. So anyways, guys, that'll be in this video. See you next time. Goodbye.